なんとかなったみてえだな。神かける。これがスーパーサイヤ人3だ。
Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. Over on the Legends Twitter, they shared this. We're getting a boost up campaign on the 8th. That's pretty cool. We all kind of figured another campaign was coming because everything tied to this one was going to end this coming reset. Boost up campaign. Who really knows what this entails? But the one thing I will say, this art back here, some of you that have been around for a while, you'll recognize this is tied to the Zamasu and Goku Black assist character. This explains why the blue free-to-play Trunks is buffing up Future instead of Movie Saga. I guess that was just their way of saying this is the direction we're going to next. So buffing up Future is a comfortable and safe choice. And if you think about it, Future has not only some really top tier Zenkai or unique equip options, but it has significant overlap to a bunch of different tags. The one thing I'm curious about with this boost up campaign, are they focusing solely on Future, or is this going to be a campaign to buff up a wide variety of tags? Like I said, Future has significant overlap over like God Key, Powerful Opponent, Sun Family, Vegeta Clan, Hybrid Saiyans, you know, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan Blue. There's so many tags you can cover with Future, but I wonder if they're still gonna go outwards and also continue buffing Movie Saga. Think about buffing up other tags at the same time. We'll have to see. Who knows what they could go with here, but it's pretty obvious Future is going to be one of those tags. And I said earlier, they have some top tier options, and it is no joke. Of the LFs that have existed, a lot of the ones that either underperformed or was done dirty by the design philosophy, they're all here. They're all extremely cool. One of the biggest ones is this guy. They introduced the new succession mechanic, a lot of work went into it, and if anything, was the start of us theorizing what their new, you know, RAM requirement design was going to entail, because this included the Trunks scene moment where Future Gohan was defeated and he finally goes Super Saiyan. This was the start of our expectations going up another notch. I say this character 100% deserves a unique equip. I don't think a Zenkai, I think a unique equip. For some reason, they've been parading a bunch of Second Life characters, whether it be Revival, whether it be Endurance with debuffing. There's a wide variety of those, so I wouldn't be shocked if this also existed. But a big reason for it is this character is also purple. We definitely need more purple characters in the game. I mean, if they're going to be Zenkai buffing a green character, if they're going to be Zenkai awakening this green character, which was a monster of a tank. Holy crap. If you guys remember Prime Future, it was that damn Future Gohan, Sword of Hope Trunks, and this guy, they would not die. So a Zenkai Awakening for them would be insane, but they would just be another powerful green. If they're going to do that, power up this guy. We need a purple character in the roster, and this would fit the bill. These guys were so damn strong. They were great. I think they would fit the bill 100%. Now, let's say they don't go with the tag Gohan and Trunks. There is also the Fusion Zamasu. This was a bit of a controversial release. Some people felt he was good. Some people felt he wasn't that great. He was an experimental attempt at a unique gauge that did multiple things. We see more modern characters that can do what his unique gauge can do, but on better terms. Like, I think Kaioken Goku is a good example of a defensive / offensive version of a unique gauge. You can use it to disrupt. It could also help you deal more damage because it supports significantly. Zamasu's, I think a big one was the fact that you needed to use a card after the gauge was filled, and the fact you needed one to shift over the gauge. I feel like if they made it so that once you use the card, it was already shifted over and it counted as a usage, and they paired it alongside not needing to use another card once the unique gauge was full, Zamasu would be in much better graces with people. But he could be somebody that gets a unique equip. Another really controversial one is Yellow Goku Black. Holy crap, you would never see so much discourse over a character. This guy was either absolute dog water for people, or he was the ace in the pocket for surviving the meta. There was no in between. There was absolute no in between. He's either amazing or he's trash. No one could settle on what this guy's value was. I figured he was alright, but there were so many glaring faults with this character, it just didn't make any sense. We're talking like, oh, you gotta use a projectile green that lands in order to deplete the gauge, but it's a long animation. The blue card is the only way to deplete the gauge, yet he had very minimal ways of actually fetching it outside of the post-transformation main. The unique gauge is full. He doesn't offer any more disrupt after that. It's just very bizarre faults that didn't need to exist. So I could see yellow Goku Black getting a unique equip 100%. My only issue with that is I don't know if I want more tanky yellow characters in the game. I'm already tired of Namegoku. I'm already tired of Ultra Super Vegito. And I'm definitely not looking forward to the idea of you pair another tanky yellow on a juiced up mono yellow setup. Don't give me that. Another option is I know this is weird. I don't know if they would do this. I don't think they would do this, but this guy is still a potential choice. Remember, everybody before the design philosophy change is up for getting a unique equip or Zenkai Awakening. I know it sounds insane, but their choice of just power creeping everything opened the floor to anybody getting a buff, which includes this guy. I wouldn't want him to, but he's somebody that could be on the roster. Very low chance, though. I think they realize this character is a mistake, so they're not going to bother. And if they were to give a power-up to any version of Vegito, it's going to be this guy. 100% it's this guy. It would be him. If this boost-up campaign is solely focused on future, but they also want to do their consistent little dibby-dallying of powering up Fusion Warriors, this guy's getting a plat equip in this campaign, which would make him very, very scary. Very, very scary. This guy's a dominant character already. Sorry, I don't want to say already, but he was a pretty dominant character for a while. He could still do things in this meta, even as painful as it is. The biggest reason why this character does not do as much as he can is because he just got power crept by the numbers. If they had numbers to help him out, then he would just be as dominant as he was when it came out back during the back whenever. One thing, and a big reason why I think that there's a high possibility of this guy getting a plat equip is throughout all the campaigns that they have done post anniversary and including, there's always been some tiny semblance of Fusion Warrior buffs. Anniversary ends, we get our hands on Kefla, we get our hands on an Ultra Super Vegito unique equip, we get a unique equip for the Red Gogeta, and then we start seeing a little more Fusion Warrior buffs via the equips and stuff. I can 100% see this guy get a plat equip as well, and that would actually make Fusion Warriors a pretty good character if he did get one. Between Kefla, Ultra Super Vegito, and this guy, you're looking at a pretty complete starting trio. Outside of that, what about some 1%? They already said that they're going with they're already implying that they're going with the Zamasu and Goku Black as a buff. But I wonder who else they could go with here that would make significant changes to the meta. I don't think Sword of Hope Trunks is going to get another unique. I think he is all tapped out. I don't know if they would bother giving Corrupt Zamasu another unique. This Rose, a unique. The Rush Merchant. Maybe we could finally see this green Goku Black get a Zenkai Awakening. Would Blue Vegito get a secondary unique? Maybe. Doubt it. Maybe this guy gets a unique equip. I mean, the options are so top tier for future. It's all there. So no matter what they go with, I don't really think there's a place for us to lose. But my superstition is they're going to be doing an overlap between Hybrid Saiyans in future, and maybe they're still going to dabble with movie Saga, all because of this one blue Trunks, because this guy provides a blue card buff for all those tags. And when you think about blue cards and what signature character it ties to, the number one thing is always going to be a Gohan. So either Blue Beast, Red Beast Gohan, Purple Revival Gohan. Because we're doing a future boost up campaign, my likely options are this guy gets a plat equip, Ultra Super Vegito gets a plat equip, a unique equip maybe for this guy, or this guy, and then this guy gets a Zenkai Awakening, and maybe a 1% character that gets a Zenkai or an already Zenkai character gets a unique. Would Yellow Future Gohan be on the table? 100%, because we need to start buffing up Hybrid Saiyans. Would 17 and 18 get a Zenkai Awakening? I don't think so, just because they don't want to jeopardize Cell's place on all of his tags. Like, if they get a Zenkai Awakening, they'll have all the multipliers plus the anti-insurance. So I don't know if people will start gravitating towards them instead of Ultra Cell. But that's what I think is going to happen. You guys let me know in the comment section below. Do you think this campaign is solely focused up on future, or do you see this being an overreaching campaign to power up a bunch of tags? My hope is they power up as much as they can, because ever since they nuked out 7 years worth of characters, the roster of viable characters has shrunk significantly, and this would be a golden opportunity to add some diversity to the meta. The biggest thing is Damage Guard, but once we start getting other characters up to speed, then we can finally start seeing other stuff on the menu. Plat equip for Ultra Super Vegito, potential LF unique equip for some of the modern unique LFs that have been snuffed away and or may have been considered underperforming, like this guy, or this guy. Highly doubt this Vegito is going to get anything, because he's part of the issues that they did the whole new design philosophy for. Potential LF Zenkai Awakening up for 17 and 18, or maybe the Super Saiyan 2 Trunks and Vegeta, or the future Gohan, who I think is highly likely, and a unique equip for maybe an already Zenkai character. So who knows what we're going to be seeing. Are we going to be seeing an Ultra in this campaign too? Hopefully not. I don't want to see any more Ultras for a little bit. If we do see one, then that definitely snuffs the idea of multiple Ultras for Festival. But if we don't see one, then it does increase the odds. And again, that is not me asking for it. That is simply me pointing out the fact that there is a strong possibility. Even though they said we are only doing this for a special occasion, which is the 7th anniversary, I take that more as a already given excuse in case it doesn't happen, but their objective is to consistently do double Ultras. This is just how all these gacha games go. The objective is to eventually increase more and more premium characters and the frequency of their drops in order to earn more money. It's not what I want. It's just an unfortunate truth. But you guys let me know in the comment section below. But until next time, peace.